What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our, trades and transactions video is what we're going to call it. It should be Wednesday the 18th, I believe. Try to aim for that, or maybe Thursday the 19th, one of those 2 days it should be. This video is just to go up to let you guys know that we made some transactions that are going into effect starting this upcoming week for the BBL. It's been about a week and a half since I made my moves, and maybe 2 weeks. And yeah, honestly, I think doing a separate video to let you guys know about them is better because there's quite a few of them. It's not just like a one-off. I made quite a few moves. I'll try and keep it as short as possible so you guys don't have to go like watching this for 10-15 minutes. I'll try and keep it like 5 to 7, 8 minutes. So yeah, but before we do, guys, just make sure to go down in the description and check out the links to my Discord server, to my Twitter, and to my Twitch. I've been streaming a lot lately on Twitch. I have a Pokemon Platinum randomized Nuzlocke going on there. We got a crazy team so far, and we're only at 1 badge in. So yeah, make sure to come by Twitch and check it out. Follow me on Twitch there, and we'll be able to have a good old time there. Anyways, so the team that we had before these transactions was a team of Primal Groudon, Tapu Bulu, Thundurus Eye, Bronzong, Umbreon, Frostlass, Kadabra, Hitmonlee, Mareanie, and Volbeat. I want to give a huge thank you to JT's and to Aaron, Aaron2420, for helping me out with the decision making, because there's a lot of really tough choices I had to make. I originally was thinking about dropping Primal Groudon, honestly, and I probably would have had I not realized, or had I not been told that I literally can't drop it and pick up as many mons as possible, because the way transactions works is it's dependent on how many mons you pick up and how many mons you drop. So it is what it is. So we have to keep Primal Groudon, which I'm not mad at. I really enjoy Primal Groudon. It's just I don't think my team around it was ideal. So let's just go ahead and jump into the transactions. So the first move we are making was we are dropping Thundurus Incarnate in exchange for Scolipede. Now Scolipede and Thundurus Incarnate do very different things. Obviously, one's an electric type, one's a poison type, one's a bug type. The reason I wanted Scolipede, though, is because it gives me a Spiker, it gives me another Toxic Spiker, it gives me another win con, because Thundurus, as good of a win con option as it was, beside Primal Groudon, it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. It always came up short with the KOs. It never really got the 2 KOs it needed, or the OKOs it needed. It always was left short. Well, I know from experience, Scolipede will get those 2 KOs with Swords Dance, with the Life Orb, with whatever it is. It'll outspeed a lot of things with the fact that it has the speed boost as an ability. It's another good Toxic Spike absorber, and we have a few more opponents that can potentially bring Toxic Spikes, so I want to make sure that I have a way to absorb them properly. Another reason why I wanted it is because it gives us a really solid bug type to deal with dark types and psychic types, and you look at my team, I don't have the best options for those, so I wanted to make sure I had another way to hit them. If I had this over Thundurus in the last week against the RCS Dark, I think I definitely would have been a really solid spot. Anyways, Thundurus, as much as I enjoyed it, it was time for it to go. Now that does leave us short of a Defogger. It leaves us short of a Ground Immunity, which really sucks, so we are going to be trying to working around that a little bit. The next mon we're looking at, we want to see something that I had a lot of success with in the past, and honestly, I was not impressed with Bulu at all. It was 15 points. It really just was not impressive. It, I believe, was 1 kill, 5 deaths, and it got hacked every week. So I decided to drop it in exchange for Mega Altaria. Now, Mega Altaria gives me a few things that are very important. One, it gives me another really solid Defogger in exchange for Thundurus. It gives me a Dragon type, so it gives me a resist to all the star types, Fire, Water, Grass, and Electric as well, which is very nice. It gives me a Fairy type that is offensive. Bulu was an offensive Grass type. It was a defensive Fairy type. I wanted an offensive Fairy, which Altaria definitely is. It's got great stats all around. It can be run physically offensive, specially offensive, physically defensive, specially defensive, support, whatever the case may be. I really have a lot of confidence using Mega Altaria. In Season 1 of the BBL, I believe I went either it was first place or second place in total kills in the MVP race with it. So it was a ton of fun, and having it to support Groudon is gonna be great. Groudon can deal with the steel types that want to deal with that. It can deal with the ice types that want to come in. It can deal with the fairy types that want to come in. It's just a really solid mon to pair with Mega Altaria. And honestly, I think I overestimated how valuable Grassy Terrain was going to be with Tapu Bulu. Moving on though to our next mon is going to be our Bronzong here. We are dropping this in exchange for Celebi. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Celebi. 4 times weakness to U-turn is really unfortunate, but with its massive bulk with 100 all around, it can take a non-stab U-turn from a timid mon or a modest mon. So I have that on it for that reason. I brought it for that reason. But it gives me a backup stealth rocker, which we lose in Bronzong, and without Bronzong, we would have no rocker other than Groudon. I don't want that happening. It gives us a ground resist without being an immunity, which is nice because, again, Groudon is weak to ground and only ground, and I need to make sure that we have a way to support it, and Celebi does just that. The big issue with it is if we come up against a fire type that wants to spam fire moves against Groudon and ground moves, then it's going to be tough having Celebi take those hits. It gives us momentum, it gives us Healing Wish, it gives us Heal Bell. I believe it doesn't get Regular Wish. If it did, that'd be fantastic, but we still have Umbreon, don't worry about that. The big thing is it gives us an offensive Grass type, it gives us an offensive Psychic type, it gives us a couple different options that we can run every week, and I've used Celebi in the past before. I swept Tails with it, which is ironic because Celebi is his favorite mon, or one of his favorite mons, and we ended up getting the 6-0 with that, and it was an Ancient Power, so it was tons of fun. But anyways, Celebi is going to be solid for us. Again, Healing Wish is something that's very valuable to me, especially because Groudon, majority of the time, has been forced to do something late game or mid game, and I can't really break with it early game, which I would like to do. Having a second chance with Groudon with Celebi's Healing Wish support is amazing, and I'm excited to give it a shot with that. Oh yeah, it also has Leaf Seed. I love Leaf Seed. It's a great move. Next up, though, we are dropping Hitmonlee in exchange for Braviary. Hitmonlee served its purpose to us, which was another win con. But now we have two more solid ones in Scolipede and Altaria, and it just doesn't give me what I wanted to anymore. It gives me Rapid Spin still, which is nice, which I decided, you know what, it's fine, I don't need to have Rapid Spin. It gave me a speed tier that was really solid, it gave me Unburden with Bulu, but I felt like swapping it out for Braviary was more valuable. Braviary gave me U-Turn, so that was very important. It gave me Bird Spam, which is, again, phenomenal. Thunderous, while it was a flying type, its only flying moves that it got were like Acrobatics and Hidden Power Flying, so I didn't really want to run those too often. It gives me Defiant as well, so if my opponent wants to try and defog on me, I have that to stop it. Basically, it's just a really solid mon overall, and I'd used it before, again, in the BBL. It was season 1, I wasn't too impressed with it, but I wasn't awful with it, so I felt like it was a solid mon for this. It's also got like 123 base attack, which is fantastic. We did give up Hitmonlee partly because I was able to get a trade done, so I made 4 transactions, and I made 1 trade, and the trade was we traded Frostlass for Hariyama. Now, Hariyama is, I'll start with Frostlass, because Frostlass I had a lot of good thoughts about. I felt like it was going to be a really solid mon for us, but I had to trade it away because we have a Spiker already in Scolipede. We don't necessarily need an Ice type or a Ghost type, and it wasn't doing as much as I wanted it to do. Don't get me wrong, our game against Aaron, we lose that game if we don't have the Spike up with Frostlass, 100%. But Scolipede can fill that role. So I felt like it was okay to drop Frostlass or trade Frostlass in exchange for Hariyama. Now, Hariyama is a fighting type that I've never used before. But I've seen people use it very well, and it's a very interesting mon because it's got sky-high HP, and because of that, you can be really creative with your defensive stats and your offensive stats. It's only got 60 on its defenses, but it's got Thick Fat as an ability, which is amazing for fire and ice types. It's got Guts and Sheer Force, which again are also two amazing abilities. And then you have really good coverage moves, Close Combats, Fake Out, Poison Jab, Earthquake. You know, there's some really good options that Hariyama gets. It's just another way to handle fire and ice types outside of my Groudon, basically. So having Hariyama here is very nice, especially because we don't have a Steel type, so it is another Ice Resist. And yeah, I'm excited to give it a shot because it's a long time coming that I try to use this mon. But anyways, that's our transactions. Again, there's gonna be a couple mons I really missed, a couple mons I'm like good riddance, and yeah, we have a really interesting team coming up for this week against Dye. He's got Arceus Fairy, so it's gonna be a really interesting build around that. But thankfully, we do have the Scolipede this week, because Scolipede is much better against Arceus Fairy than Thundurus or Bulu is. Anyways, let's just go ahead and end the video here. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on the video. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we should have our BBL Week 7 battle against DyeItTight and the New Britain Rockruts going up on Monday. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.